Mobile cranes can only be operated by qualified persons. Here is a question for you. If the lifting load is 5 or more tons, a mobile crane cannot be operated unless it has this. What is it? The answer is a license. If the lifting load is 1 ton to less than 5 tons, a worker must undergo skill training. However, if the load is 5 tons or more, a license is required. When working with mobile cranes, make sure operators are qualified according to the lifting loads of a crane. Never enter under a suspended load in crane works. Thoroughly prohibit people entering under a load by calling, whistle, siren, etc. If a material passes overhead, stop working and check the position of the materials. Accidents during lifting works are often serious. Once you get injured, it must be serious. In slinging works of a reinforcement work, it is difficult to use different qualifications depending on the suspension load of a mobile crane, so in principle, those who have completed the skill training work should carry out the work. Be sure to carry the qualification certificate during slinging works. When carrying out a slinging work, follow the 3-3-3 campaign. Lift off 30 centimeters and check that the load balance is not inclined. Stop for at least 3 seconds and check the load to make sure that it has not collapsed. Hold the guy rope 3 meters away from the load and recheck the load and wire. Impossible, such that a load collapse actually happens due to various factors. This is an example of a suspended load coming into contact with a girder and falling because the load collapsed. If a suspended load touches an object, the load will collapse. To avoid this, use a guy rope carefully when unloading. This is an example of a vehicle suddenly stopping or turning, causing a large force to be applied to the suspended load, which fell because it collapsed. A crane operator should not perform a sudden action that applies force to the suspended object. Even if the weight of a wire is within the allowable range, the load on the wire will increase when the hanging method is incorrect. For example, if the hanging angle is too large, the burden on the load increases, which raises the risk of it being cut. If the material is not made level, a heavy load may be applied to one side and may cause it to be cut off. The suspended load moves significantly by a slight movement or an operation of a hook. You must be careful because it may move significantly due to the wind, etc. Be careful the moving loads to avoid getting caught. In this example, the load is being lifted without the worker noticing that it has become stuck. The material is swinging significantly and has become caught between the truck bed and the material. To prevent such accidents from occurring, please observe the following points. There are many accidents caused by unexpected movement of a load, so be careful of a lifting work. Remember that the material may move due to a variety of factors, such as an incorrect handling of a crane or an incorrect signaling. Please be aware of these points to prevent injuries from cranes, slinging, and lifting work.